story is about three children. The title of the book is Off to War by Deborah Ellis.
Hello.
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 Voices of Soldiers' Children. We're going to read the first one. Thank you for the hug, my friend. I'll read the beginning and then you guys can join. There are three children. I'll be Allison. She's a girl. She's 11 years old.
Is it role playing?
Yes. You want to be Matt or you want to be Lewis? One of them is 16 and the other one's 9.
Lewis.
Okay, Lewis is 9.
We're gonna do only this paragraph, right?
No, I'll read this section.
Dude.
The story begins on the next page.
Then, how many pages? 4.
But it's between all 4 of us. So let's get this done.
Down.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's hot.
Hurry
So
up and don't stop. We're gonna get ready for this.
be respectful or I will not go with you. All right? Be respectful. Fort Bragg, North Carolina is one of the largest military bases in the United States with 45,000 soldiers and 8,500 civilian employees. These numbers do not include the families who also live on post. Founded in 1918 to train infantry or foot soldiers, it was expanded to become a training center for airborne regiments, which are soldiers who are flown or parachuted into the battle, and for special forces, which are highly trained soldiers who fight in secret missions. In addition to training areas, Fort Bragg has many neighborhoods where families live. There are schools, shops, restaurants, skating rinks, bowling alleys, golf courses, swimming pools, movie theaters, museums, and a library alongside shooting ranges, a parachute jump school, and top secret training areas for the Special Operations Unit. The Tolson Youth Activity Center includes dozens of clubs offering arts, sports, computer, and social activities. Matt, Allison, and Lewis come from a long line of military relatives, and their father has been deployed overseas several times. Their mother is a leader with the Local Family Readiness Group, FRG, a military-sponsored program to help communications between families and the military. Allison, our father, is a sergeant major. He goes overseas a lot, and he's about to go over again, this time to Afghanistan. I'm kind of used to it happening. It happens so often. Before he goes, we try to do special things together and have fun. And whenever he comes back, we do another fun time. We're planning to go to Hawaii when he comes back from this trip. When he's away, we're not able to go to as many places because he's not around to drive us there. Who's going to drive you? Please stop. Thanks. Mom can't drive us everywhere, and sometimes she has meetings of her own to go to. She's the family readiness group leader for the battalion. Dad's been to Albania. He gave me a teddy bear from there. He's been to Afghanistan, Kuwait, Iraq, Bosnia, Panama, and the First and Second Gulf Wars. This is his 16th tour. What's a tour?
Like a trip around a place.
Yes, but they last 6 months or a year, whichever. All right, who's Lewis? Your turn. Right here. Right there. You're 9 years old.
I'm the third Lewis, and Dad is the second. The first Lewis is our grandpa who served in Vietnam. My mother comes from a military family too, and my father's stepfather did a combat jump in Europe with the 82nd Airborne in World War
82nd Airborne.
II.
82nd Airborne in World War II. All right.
That was it?
Yeah, that's it. Matt?
I've gotten used to the transition of him leaving. Now I hardly even think about it. There's more responsibility put on me. I have to assume, to some degree, the role of the father figure. If the kids have a question, they don't have Dad to go to, so they come to me or to Mom, whoever's there. I have to watch over them when Mom's away instead of Dad. I do spend more time with the kids when Dad's deployed than I do when he's here. I guess because when he's here, I'm more concentrated on separate matters, like on what I want to do. When he's gone, I have to balance out what I want to do with what's going on with everybody else. There's more chores to do too. Without Dad's extra pair of hands, it wasn't until recently that these two started doing chores. It's little things that add up. When Dad's here, he does the laundry, but when he's gone, that falls on me. I don't mind doing it. And fixing things around the house. When he's here, I try to pick up a few skills so that I can take over when he's gone again.
I like that, Matt. You're 16 years old and you're learning skills from your dad when your dad is in town. That's very nice. All right. Allison. She's 11?
You don't need to say Allison again.
Yeah, Allison is 11. I do the dishes more when Dad's gone. Matt usually does them, but he gets busy with the laundry. Come on, Lewis.
I didn't do any of
Louder,
Matt's,
man. Come on.
I didn't do any of Matt's chores. He wants me to, but so far I've managed not to. I'm on garbage detail. That's my chore. The house would be pretty smelly if I didn't take care of it.
Thank you. Go ahead, Matt.
It's kind of give and take. If you want to receive, you have to give. I found out that if you give more than you receive, oftentimes people are a lot happier with you. I have to think of the family as a whole to make it all work. If I only thought of myself, then the whole family would be miserable, which would make me miserable, so I wouldn't be happy anyway. It makes me feel better when everything works, and when I've had a hand in making it work. Even though Dad's been in the Army all my life and has always gone away, I never really adjusted to it until 2 deployments ago. It hit me that it's only going to get longer from here on out. At first, I'd be bawling every time Dad left. Eventually, it just kind of sank in. There's no point in crying over it because I know he's going to come home. I remember one time he got deployed, came home for a little while, and was gone so long I forgot what he looked like. That's not exactly a pleasant thing. He showed up in the car and I thought to myself, maybe that's him. Then he called out to me and I'm like, yay, Daddy!
That happened to me, son. When I was in jail and I didn't recognize you. Did you sense that? When the night I got out, you were standing, you were running towards me, then you stopped at the bottom of the stairs?
No.
I didn't recognize you. I said, who is this young man? I
Dad,
was
how did you
thinking,
not recognize me? It was only a day.
it was only a day, but your mind, you know, people that get hypnotized, strange things happen in their mind. If you go to jail,
Lewis. Is there a Lewis?
it's my turn. So if you go to jail, it changes your brain, you see? It's almost like getting punched in the nose, you know, it just changes you. I'm used to Dad leaving. I'm not a good rememberer, so I don't remember me bawling for Dad, but I do remember I was happy when he came home. I wasn't happy when he left, but I wasn't crying all over the place. I know that he goes, a couple of months go by, he comes back, then he goes again. All right, Lewis.
Wait, which one?
Don't turn the pages, please.
Dude, pay attention.
It was 18.
I just read.
Oh.
No, that's not it. Let me see, that's not it.
Pay attention.
Where is, no, there, here, right there.
I haven't gotten used to
Come
it.
on,
I'm not.
you have a God-given talent. He gave you the gift of speech.
Oh my gosh, dude, stop talking and let me
He gave
speak.
you the gift of
I
speech.
haven't gotten used to it. I'm not used to it at all.
All right, you're 9 years old, you're not used to it.
I don't think we ever talked about the dangers Dad faces. He goes into some pretty dangerous situation. But we've never sat down together and talked about what could happen.
We kind of did when he was hurt that time. When that bomb went off, He was in Iraq then.
Mom found out through an email that he'd been hurt. It just said that he'd been wounded. We were in Florida on vacation. It was over the holidays. And we drove back to North Carolina right away. The Army set up a video teleconference so we can see Dad. His deployment had just started and he had another 6 or 8 months to go. So they didn't want to send him home if he can heal there. A suicide bomber drove a car onto Dad's military installation. Dad got some cuts on the face and shrapnel wounds. It helped that we could see him and see that he was okay, even though he was wounded.